trying to get my way around. But it's always fun to be able to come back to a tournament you won before, so very excited to be here.
What do you remember most about your win last year?
I just remember that it was unfortunate playoff against Georgia, which was a little bit tough, just because I'm pretty good friends with her. But yeah, I just remember I played really solid golf. I remember the greens were so firm. And yeah, I think it was a very good tournament, obviously, good memories.
Absolutely. Have you gotten out on the course at all so far? Just, what's it been like? How do you think it kind of suits your strengths, and what are going to be some challenges this week?
I think it's a great course. It's been really windy the past few days, so I think definitely keeping the ball a bit down will be a huge advantage. There's a few runoff areas also around the greens, so you have to be careful about where you miss and definitely being on the right side. I think the greens are pretty fast too, especially downhill, down grain, so definitely want to keep the ball below. But I think it'll be a great challenge for us this week.
Absolutely. And then just one more before I turn it over to Sarah. How'd you spend the off season? Anything you worked on in your golf game or anything personal you did?
What did I do in the off season? Just traveled a bit, try to stay away from golf for a little bit, and then went back into practicing. Obviously, Dallas weather hasn't been too good, so I kind of had to go practice in Scottsdale, but wasn't the most ideal conditions, but it ended up working out, and I've been working a little bit on my swing, on my long game, and also putting.
Absolutely. Sarah?
How did this win last year really set you up for all the success that you had last season?
I think it just gave me a little bit of relief and confidence. I feel like it had been 2 years before that week that I hadn't won, and I came a lot of times in the top 10 and in contention. Wasn't able to do it in 2022, so to be able to do it that early in the season in 23 was definitely very good for confidence. And also, being able to win in the playoff is never easy. It's a lot of nerves, and you definitely have to handle yourself a lot better. So the fact that I was able to pull it off was definitely very good for my confidence, and I think also gave me also more confidence in the few tournaments after that I was, in contention or even in the playoff in Malaysia. I just feel like a little bit more comfortable.
How challenging is it mentally to follow up a 4-win season the next year? I know you're a player that holds yourself to a lot of high standards. Is it a little hard to kind of make sure you tell yourself over and over, hey, that's not going to happen every single year out here?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big challenge just because of the expectations of other people, but also of yourself. I definitely feel like I'm trying to just keep it, very much in the present, and I feel like the one season to another is a whole different game, and so I know that it's not going to be the same, but I'm just going to try to put myself in the position as much as I can and try not to have too many expectations.
Obviously making your season debut, what are some of your goals for this year? Obviously it's a big year with an Olympics and a Solheim Cup, but what are you really looking for from yourself this season?
I think very looking forward to the Olympics. Obviously in Paris will be a huge week for me. Going back to Avion will also be a challenge, I think, in some ways, but will be also very rewarding to go back. And I think playing just the majors, having the British Open at St. Andrews is always very special as well, so very looking forward to that.
Looking ahead to this week, golf course, I know the greens out there look unreal when it comes to undulation. What are you seeing from this golf course that maybe suits your game or things that you might need to adjust as you get ready to play tomorrow?
I think the wind is normally pretty good for me, and I feel like definitely a little bit tricky just being in the right spot, because even a lot of times when you're pin high, you just have so much break, and so you definitely have to be smart about ball placement, just trying to stay below as much as you can.
What is it about Donald Ross courses that it makes them difficult or easy? Do you like, I guess I should say, Donald Ross kind of designs?
Yeah, I think he's very famous for the undulations on the greens and, just having runoff areas. So you just have to be that much more precise and then add the wind, and it can be definitely a bit challenging.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can we do like 2 or 3 in French, please?